and welcome to a new Baboonery. I'm filming this far ahead of time. I haven't even edited the last one or the one before that. It's getting a bit Baboonery. Any strange noises? I have new neighbours next door moving in right now. So anything's out of my ordinary. That's why I've chose to do. What the fuck's that? Jack. Always interrupting. Jack. Yeah, I want to do rear window, but I'm going to do it right at the end rear window. I've got this Hitchcock box set and I've been working through this for a while. Some amazing work, Hitchcock. Well done. But yeah, rear window will be the last. It's meant to be 4. I think I want to make it 5. I shall leave one for a review. I've also got to film a review for Kickboxer and Retaliation after this, so hang on. Might as well do 5. First up, Starman, breaking the box there. I was looking forward to seeing this. I've always wanted to see this, actually being a big fan of The Thing, Halloween, Starman with Jeff Bridges, John Carpenter. This came along after The Thing. Thing. Now I picked up a few films, Kickboxer, another one was coming in a minute, and this is part of a 3 for 20 offer. And I picked this up and I was like, yeah, gotta have it in collection. I always wanted to see it, and I didn't enjoy it. I'm sorry. It's sort of John Carpenter's take on E.T. Alien comes to visit Earth after we send off a fucking record into space. Yeah, come and visit us. We shoot them down from the sky, the whole Area 51 conspiracy. So this alien or this ball of light comes down, zooming around, and it changes into a dead boyfriend. This is where we get Jeff Bridges. Look, Jeff Bridges freaked me out in this. He was probably doing some weird shit. Did love the music though, and obviously it's a girl from Indiana Jones as well. So it was, it feels like the 80s. But the master, I mean, John Carpenter, The Thing hadn't become a cult classic yet, had it? E.T., Blade Runner hadn't become a cult classic because of E.T. John Carpenter makes one of the most iconic serial killers with Michael Myers, and comes along with a thing, and then results to like this love story of just like a road trip. Pre-Mac and Me, little bit of E.T. I kind of get it was like a safe film for him, but it was just weird. Special effects is okay, but it was just weird. It was sort of like, I didn't enjoy it. No extra features on the Blu-ray, which I was really disappointed with as well. Like, not one extra feature. No commentary about that. Well, it would have saved it personally to me if John Carpenter had done the commentary for it, but no, sorry. Starman will live in the collection, but as a Baboonery, I'm just freaked out that he had 5 balls. I don't know why it went balls there. It's not fucking a labyrinth with someone's hand behind. Ow! Saving the world with his 5 balls. Let's bring back a deer, let's walk through fire. I mean, don't get us wrong, it's quite harsh and brutal in some parts, but it's just like, yeah, he's a motherfucking alien. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. I'm ranting. Babooneries, I'm looking at that person on YouTube who like to dislike my videos. Yes, you. Babooneries are just me ranting. If you don't like them, fine. Thumbs down. Fuck off. I don't care. It's just life, people. And it's better than fuck all. Rant over with. Next up, Wind River. Now, last week it snowed like a motherfucker again. It's April. And I've been wanting to see this. Now, this was victim of the Weinstein conspiracy. And obviously, they made it and so it went right under the radar. Like, there we go. First off, it stars 2 of the Avengers, Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch. Superb. Best film of the year. Now, this film I enjoy because it's cold. It feels it's in Wyoming. And it feels cold. And it feels like fucking Steven Seagal's be riding around. It's horsey! Yeah, like running around trying to save the Indians and stuff like that. It's got that kind of backstory going. Guy finds a dead body and sort of backtracks to find out, like, who did it and how it happened. And then the Punisher turns up, well, the guy who plays the Punisher. It is really well filmed. And it looks really good. The acting is really good, but it's a proper slow burner. It really, like, it's kind of like, it's a slow burner movie. It is good, but it's nothing like jump around and shout about. It's sort of like, there's a dead body, let's backtrack how they've got this body, and then let's find what happens. And then there's this, well, don't get us wrong, there's a shootout, or a standoff, and fuck me, no one can shoot. It's like the scene from Aliens when they're all just shooting at the fucking walls and nothing gets hit. And everyone's just fucking firing the rounds off. I mean, no, it's wrong, it's realistic. It feels like a sub pot from Fortitude, you know what I mean? But it's like one of those things. Jeremy Renner, though, is really good in this. He really is a really good actor. And Lizzie Olsen is also quite good in this as well, along with Graham Greene, whatever you call him, Graham Greene. The acting's good. I'm totally ranting here. That's what I mean. People who like slow burner movies are going to like it, But it had nothing going for it. It's nothing that you haven't seen before. It had no shock twists or turns, and it's quite bumped in a way how it ends. I should have really made this the last one because there's a bit where, you know, the Indian have the war paint. There's a lot of Indian heritage going on there, which is great to see pushing the film, because I think it does send a message out there that stuff like this is still happening in America. Fucking America, it's happening fucking everywhere. Racial discrimination, it's fucking appalling. I don't want to get on a race rant here, but you know, it's just sort of like, it's worth watching, but it's nothing like to shout out about. It's not a big action movie, it's a slow burning movie. So yeah, it's probably the reason why it was also slipped under the radar. Yeah, let's end that one. Okay, next up, bottom corner, that's me in Casper's room. As you can probably see, Casper's got fucking thousands. He's got a lot of films. Now, of all them films, Casper hands me this. Well, it doesn't actually keep the case. If you watch that video, Casper hates slip cases. He hands me this, and out of all the films, I'm like, why have you handed me this? Now, I think that is a lovely cover. I think it's an absolute stunning Blu-ray cover. I mean, the Sorcerer and the truck on the edge. Now, it's one of the ones that came along and it looks like an arrow release. This is a 40th anniversary. Now, the cover inside has a flip cover of just a truck on the river and a guy stuck in between the rugs, bits of the bridge. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, that cover is awesome compared to that. Fun fact about the movie, they had to put on the film poster at the start, this film will be in foreign languages. So I didn't know anything about this movie when it came on. It's just like, right, okay, here we go. It starts off in Jerusalem, it's all subtitles, and then there's a bombing. And it is a 70s movie, you know, and it's quite grim. It's just like, boom, it's like, fuck, no. Next thing you know, it's in France, and this is where it really slows down a bit because it's all about accounting and fraud, and something's gone on, and like there's a lot of subtitles going on, it's all in French. Next thing you know, a guy takes a gun and blows his fucking head off in the car, and you think, wow, that's, yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. Then it gets to America, and sort of like there's a bank heist where there's a church heist. They rob a church with a casino and steal money, and they crash, and they're little like who gets the money gets in the way, and they end up having a car crash and only one survives, that being Roy Schneider, and they all end up in South America. And I did not think it would break that easy. There we go, that's the first bang of next door. It's water, that is actually water. They're probably thinking, what the fuck going on next door? Hiya, alright. So anyway, they get to South Africa. I mean, this is filmed really well. And there's basically a gas explosion and a lot of the fire coming up from the ground. Whatever that was meant to be. And the best plan they've got is to transport some wet old dynamite 200 miles across country in the jungle in these two trucks. It's highly explosible. One false move and bang, boom. So the three guys and a random guy that turns up take on the challenge because they want to get back to their home countries. I don't know how it's going to work. I don't know, the government's trying to make the funding. So they got a little bit lost off. There's a lot going on. So they travel across the jungle. It's well filmed, as I've said before. Some of the practical effects, some of the situations the truck's in are amazing and real. Like apparently, according to my source called Gavin, one day there was this massive 200-foot tree in the middle of the road, completely fucked up production, and they were like, right, we'll use that. But it is just driving and people reminiscing and sort of getting to know each other, and like there's a language barrier as well. Just catch you off guard, all of a sudden, boom, it's like fucking hell. You expect that to happen, and it's like shootouts and bloody and it's gory and it's quite good. Thing is about this movie, if you read IMDb, I mean there's a really nice documentary on this as well. The director was on a high from The Exorcist and The French Connection. Jack Nicholson didn't want to be in it. Steve McQueen was meant to be in it. He dropped out, so they took Roy Schneider in. And you can see that Roy Schneider is not having a good time when he takes his machete and lashes out on the rainforest. And it's just take after take after take after take. Him just lashing out at the swamp. He's in the swamp at one point, up to here in South America. You know, never heard of I was going to say chlamydia there, it's not that. Malaria. That fun fact most of the cast came back with. He's just lashing out. Apparently the director was a nightmare to work with. He wanted it his way. The film bombed when it came out. But, I gotta say, looking back at it now for a film from the late 70s, it's absolutely amazing. Looks amazing. And like, for not knowing what the film was about, I was engrossed in the story. So yeah, that is definitely one that I'd the Blu-ray collection and definitely keep the cover. Now this is going to get dangerous to keep winging this around. Right, as I say, the last one's going to be Rear Window, and I'm just hoping the sun hasn't gone down because the light is right there. There's going to be a camera change in a minute as I go to the other side of my house, because my other side of my house actually looks like Rear Window. So I need my binoculars. Here we go with my binoculars again. Love that effect, don't you, see on everyone. I'll take my binoculars and we're going to quickly go to the other side of the house. See, as you can see at the back of mine, the house is there, or the house is here, and the house is there. I was going to put the lights on, but the lights are going down, you can't see the light in my face. But yeah, this is what the set of Rear Window was like. It was a practical build set for James Stewart to sit in and react. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that's what I'm going to talk about when I go back. So I take my binoculars and go back to the other room. So yeah, as you can see, the sun's going down. Now, Hitchcock was an absolute mastermind, and Rear Window, I think he made Rear Window on the fact that the rear where Raymond Blur walks in had this weird effect going on there. Wong, wong. Like, not as, like, even better than that. It's like flash of negative and like camera flashes and stuff like that. Hitchcock always had a hook when he wanted to make a movie, especially in the early days. It was just, ooh, the advancements in technology and sort of like how we can interact with the audience. It was always good for that way. But here comes Rear Window, a film that definitely inspired The Burbs, about a guy, a photographer, who has suffered a broken leg and has gone cuckoo in his apartment. And he starts spying on the neighbours. And this film is absolutely awesome because, you know, as I said before in the room, it's all practical effects. Not practical, you know, it's a big stage, and he's like looking out there, and the way he utilises the curtains and the characters there, and the characters get to know from different parts of the set. It's awesome. And it's grim as well. It's like, what happens if your neighbour had killed somebody? I mean, what if someone just killed somebody next door?
There's bits of this everywhere.
What the fuck was that noise? Why the fuck you got a hammer?
Just getting rid of the past.
What's that?
It was Corey Feldman.
Like, hi, new neighbour. It's like the fucking, I'm the Klopex to them next door. There's a house at the back, you might have seen it before, but I call that the Klopex house because like someone lives in a house and it just scares me a bit. It's like, it scares me. But yeah, if you've never seen it, it is an absolute masterpiece. It's absolutely great. James Stewart is brilliant in it. The cast is really good in it. Raymond Blur, who obviously went on to be in the Godzilla movies and Godzilla 85 as well. He's a real menacing actor as well. I thought he was a really like, whoa, you know, like what if he actually wanted to come across and kill you? Good cast. So I've been battling my way through that box set as well, and obviously Psycho has done really well, but so I mean, I did watch Vertigo and I was like, right, okay, Saboteur in that box set is really good, but I thought Rear Window, I did want to do it out in the back streets, but as I say, the sun's about to go down and I've been a bit fiasco. So yeah, this Baboonery's been a bit unplanned. Just a way to get something filmed so it's on the burner. So Starman, no. Sorcerer, definitely in your collection. Wind River, maybes if you like that kind of film. Rear Window should definitely have that, as well as The Burbs. Now, do you want Into the Grizzly Maze? Now, I've mentioned Into the Grizzly Maze before with Horror in the Corn. I picked this film up because I thought this was a film about a maze and a bear. Into the Grizzly Maze has an awesome cover. Thomas Jane Piper Piabo, the lovely girl from Kyle Ugly, Steve Toast himself, James Marsden, and Billy Bob Thornton, and Bart the Bear, and Scott Glenn's in this as well. Big cast. Straight out on DVD in the UK with no Blu-ray release. Maze, Shining style there. Maze, Shining style there. Do you see? Steve Toast, Bear, Maze. So yeah, I want to watch this. So the story is that the younger brother comes back to his hometown after a 7-year absence. He's been in jail, did some bad things, but he comes back to try and find his friend who has gone missing in the woods. His brother is a local deputy and basically has a run-in with his brother, hasn't seen his brother, needs to sort stuff out with his brother. The deputy of the brothers, his wife is deaf. She is in the woods taking pictures. There's a killer bear on the loose. And Bart the Bear is a real bear, so that's one good plus to watch this movie. Even though Bart the Bear sort of like Bart the Bear CGI pretty much the time. The composites is not absolutely brilliant. But this is Jaws with teeth. With claws. Jaws with claws. That's what I should have said. It's on the fucking box. Bart the Bear is a psycho killer bear who is stealthy as fuck. For a big bear, he's stealthy. This is gory and really good, you know what I mean? It's what a film should be. Like, put it on, laugh if you're going to laugh at it. But, you know, for a creature feature about a bear, it's good. But there is no fucking maze. The maze is a name of the forest. You know, it has some really good landscapes, you know, Shining style. And you get into the maze, and that's what they call it, the maze. And in a typical film, everyone ends up in the maze. Even Billy Bob Thornton and his horsey. Horsey! That wasn't a very good horsey. But yeah, even Billy Bob Thornton and his horsey go in the maze hunting the bear. And the bear like takes on everybody. As I say, the only thing that lets this film down is the CGI is pretty bad. The composites as well, especially the fire effects. Look at that. There we go. Not the first time fire effects have appeared. You know, that's bad. That's me just going click, click, fire. Like a terrible fire. That's how bad the fire is in this film. So yeah, get rid of the fire. Yeah. Bart the Bear steals a show. Great cast. Borderline story. This has been Baboonery for the Sorcerer, Into the Grizzly Maze, I'm looking around where I put everything, Rear Window, Starman and Wild River. Like, subscribe, thanks for watching, goodbye.
It's water that is actually water.
Hello, here's an outtake for Baboonery 7, the one with the Sorcerer, Jeff Bridges the Creep in Starman, Rear Window, and... Fuck, what is it? I've just fucking edited it. Wind River. Sorry. I said I put it on the burner there. It's took 6 months for us to get around to actually editing it now. I'm literally looking at me going, as I'm about to say, thanks for watching. Fucking Deadpool's in my way. There's a couple of outtakes. Any footage you've seen me in the Lonely Tree Room, that's from when I filmed the Klopek video. I found that quite funny as an inner joke. When next door moving in, joking about that. But since I'm on about Grizzly and Maze at the end, I've recently since then bought the movie Grizzly from the 70s. 18 feet of gut-wrenching man-eating terror. Sounds like Big Dave. Love the front cover. Killian recommended this to us as well. It's an 88 film release. I was happy enough to get it with the awesome cover. Pretty much just the story of a killer bear. Goes on a mad fucking crazy mission. And there's one bit in it which I absolutely fucking pissed myself at laughing at. Because, you know, it's quite serious. Starts off with the old-fashioned big font on a little bubble helicopter. You know, when it's just like almost like a fucking fish bowl with a fucking little bit of metal on the end. You know, it's proper old school. And this bear's just on the fucking rampage. There was a sequel that was made but never released years later. But there's a bit where the guy's running around with his horsey. Horsey! Steel Town Music horsey! See, anyway, a horsey. He's riding along with his horsey. And this bear just jumps out of nowhere like a fucking surprise attack and uppercuts the horse so hard in the fucking face. All you see is this. No, seriously, just that. The horse's head goes flying across the sky, and the fucking bear's just like, just a raw uppercut. It's meant. I have talked about this before in the 12 movie reviews when I was really ill with my face ache, and I did watch 12 movies and I did a random rant. But yeah, Grizzly, check it out if you like your 70s kind of style films for the excellent and fucking brilliant, hilariously crazy uppercut of a fucking horse uppercutting someone's face off. Just like, surprise, oh, uppercut, get over here kind of crap. Very end of this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.